You are dying. Don't panic. In this, we are equal. Regardless of race, religion, sex, sexual orientation, political leaning, preference of music, or favorite shape of animal cracker, we are dying. Our differences in thought, manner, and action cannot relieve us from the obligation of our death. Whether dignified or ridiculous, dying will happen with or without our acceptance. Whether by natural causes or by accident, by sickness, disease, or famine, by boarding a plane or turning the wrong way up a one-way street, by ordering the chicken in a far too sketchy restaurant, or by really intense orgasm, which, believe me, is my preference. However it happens, it will happen. And everything you were will be reduced to a box being ticked off from a really long to-do list. Perhaps death is collecting us like stamps, hoping to one day have enough postage to send in his resignation, because death must be the most mind-numbing job in the universe. And as far as excuses go, I bet death has heard them all. I didn't tell my wife that I love her. I didn't tell my husband he was a dick. I didn't tell my cousin to erase my hard drive. I'm not too worried about all the Justin Bieber videos, but I don't want anyone to know that I was a huge, almost stalker-like fan of Shane Koyzan. How embarrassing. Whatever your excuse is, death's heard it and responds with a gentle questioning. What were you waiting for? When did your hesitation become a full stop? I warned you this whole time. I happened all around you. I took away the ones you knew and the ones you didn't. And the ones you didn't either ended up on the news or in a section of the local newspaper, so I'm sure you at least knew of them. Some were so mighty that everyone knew who they were, and regardless of their fame or wealth, I took them as well, because in the end I always get the headline. What made you think you would be different? Your instinct will be to respond with a statement, I'm special. But before your lips crack open to trumpet forth your answer like a kind of supreme validation, death will silence you with the readied response. You are all special. Your response to this statement will be both adolescent and familiar. I didn't ask to be born, man. It is a statement so stupid that at one point in your life you believed it without reservation because you thought it to be the peak of logic and reasoning. But the statement, I didn't ask to be born, when dissected, when pulled apart and examined, when pinned to the dish with its organs exposed, says only this: you blame your life for your death. And that's about as useful as blaming cupcakes for being a cuter version of cake. Think of the book you never wrote, the hand you never held, the movie you never made, the chance you never took. What are you waiting for? You are dying. So think of all the nevers, the never-evers. Never had a staring contest with my dad. Never got to be the better I told my friends I was gonna be. Never ever. Never built a treehouse. Never invited someone I like up to the treehouse I built. Never got a kiss from the someone I like after inviting them up to the treehouse I built. Never told the someone who I liked but never kissed after inviting them up to the treehouse I built that kissing them was my plan the whole time, and we could die at any given moment because I am a shitty treehouse builder. We are dying. Do not let a belief in an afterlife excuse you from the responsibility of doing something beautiful with your life. Even if it's one failure after the next, fail and fail again. And this is gonna be hard for some of you to hear, but fuck Yoda. There is try, and there is value in trying. Risk is your endorsement of hope. Your fear of death is the realization that you haven't even tried to press your hands into the air and leave your imprint in the horizon for others to chase and follow. Don't panic. There's still time. But you are dying. Don't panic. You are only dying. You are not dead.